here. Mic on, drink in hand, mouse, pen, you. Cat. Hi baby boy, how you doing? Come in to join the stream right at the beginning. Today we are drawing Rikadon. Rikadon? It's a Don. If you've not been in the stream before, oh, there's a little fella over it. If you've not been in the stream before, what are we doing? Because there's a good looking map here, and it's like, why are you drawing black lines all over it? Well, this is a map for Zagora Games. They need it ASAP, so it's going to be one of our main focuses for the next week or two. And they had a map, let's call it Canon. They've got a map, and they would like to, because I'm drawing one of their other cities, they want to make it artistically the same. Plus, there are some limitations to the previous map, as nice as it is in appearance, where it feels smaller than it should be. We need to bump it up just by a couple of thousand people. So that's what we're doing. We're adding a little bit of personality to the place, so it's not just all red roofs. And that's it. I mean, tonight we're going to draw something. I don't know what I'm in the mood for drawing. We're going to draw something. I think where my cursor's hovering right now, I'm kind of feeling that area. It looks like there's a little lake there, you know what I'm saying? Or a little pier of some description. Maybe we start with that. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll kind of come westwards towards the town. Let's do that. Let's add a little bit of personality here. Let's do it. Let's jump into this bad boy. Curious, there's a collection of buildings here. And there's a collection of buildings down here, and I'm wondering if this is meant to be like a little halfling area. I might have to ask Zagora about that. But let's do what we know, okay? When I was a kid, down by Chester River, there was a pier. A boat. Pier? Pier? Not a pier. Jetty? A boat jetty? It was T-shaped, just like this. I think we're going to do the same thing right here. And I'm gonna apologize now, but I'm actually sick. I got a little bit of con crud from Rikadon. So my throat is scratchy and shit, you know? But I'm gonna keep talking on. Only exasperate the issue, right? Alright, we're gonna add some waves in it. We're gonna add a little bit of detailing. I'm feeling detailing tonight, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna do. If I turn off the background here, you can see. Suddenly, actually, this like random shape actually looks kind of cute, doesn't it? Alright. I wonder if they are meant to be halfling things. Let's draw a couple of buildings there. Let's keep them kind of race agnostic for now, and then I'm gonna ask Zagora what's going on with this. One thing I do like to do too is along my coastlines, and this is kind of a coastline, right? Is do some little bluffs and like slopes down to the water. Just seems to add that little bit of detail. Alright, a couple of buildings close by. A couple of buildings close by. Alright. Let's go this way. Let's go this way towards town. Let's draw ourselves a little amphitheater tonight. Now, I don't normally do my trees so broken up like this. And if I feel like if I do, it's going to start feeling a little bit like this. And that's not my style. So I want to be careful about that. So let's do a little bit of a copse of trees here, a small wood. The way I do my trees is basically like drawing little clouds. One thing to note is I'm not really, no, let me take a step backwards. I am. I'm saying I'm not really, but I am. Copying the shapes of the map underneath, because that's canon, right? I don't know if it's actually been in any print yet. I don't know how much sort of distribution it's had. And I want to stay within the spirit of what it's doing. So I am copying the general shape and placement of things. But like I said, I don't want to end up doing individual little trees like this, because it just doesn't look right. Not en masse like this is doing. So I'm going to create some larger copses. Copses? Copi? Copious? I'm going to create some larger copses from that's in the spirit of what this is doing. And this is my usual style, like this. Go. I'm not going to get hung up drawing trees tonight, okay? Because there's a lot of trees on this map. And forests and stuff can take a long time to draw. But I think if we just do a little bit each streaming session, we can basically get our trees and everything done pretty quickly over a period of time, you know? Now, I'm going to keep this in an informative sense. There's a couple of things that I'm doing with these trees. One is you'll note that I draw like my outside edge, basically just squiggly lines, like you're drawing a cloud here. This is a cloud. But I do more squiggly lines on my southeast. I'm kind of creating like a little bit of a shadow, right? So it's a little bit like lights coming in from this direction, therefore shadow on this side. That's kind of what we're doing here. Now I'm gonna color this, and we're gonna actually add proper shadow. Yeah, let's not do too many individuals here. Let's not do that. Should I just keep drawing my copse of trees? Yeah, let's do that as we come across towards the amphitheater. So the other thing that I do, that you will notice, is after every time I basically draw a chunk of trees, I'll do something like this. Well, wait for it. Some other little bushes, smaller trees, overgrowth, you know? And so you'll just see me do that a little bit. Secondly, or thirdly, the third thing that I'm doing is I want to create interesting stories on this map, right? So you're going to notice that I'm creating little pathways with my trees. It's all about using that negative space to create roads and paths. Now, what we've got going on here let's tuck this in. Let's tuck this in here. Right. You know what? Let's come around here. Now, so what's going on here? What have I just created right there? I've got like a little opening in the forest, right? I've got a copse of trees here. Let's just finish this off. I feel a little bit like Bob Ross right now. Come on then. Let's add our little canopy details. Let's get our little overgrowth in here. And again, we're not gonna do all of the trees tonight, but it's a good way for us to warm up, right? Alright, let's do another one right here. And you know what, let's do this. Let's do something like this. Now, the reason why I'm showing you this is right. Whoops. Let's not draw my ink layer thing on the new 8 layer. Right here, we've kind of got a nice little clearing, right? It's like players look at that and they see little paths going through the carbs and they're like, what's there? Well, let's give them something to actually think about. What is there? There's a tent. That's what's there. Now we zoom out. This is print scale right here. You can barely see the damn thing, right? I mean, literally you can't see it. But I always draw my pieces so they're a little bit more poster. You can put them like up to a poster size. Now we've got an area of interest. And we'll paint it like a bright red or something to contrast with the trees. Let's keep coming over here. Now I'm going to skip some trees now. Because I actually feel that this amphitheater should have some buildings around it. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Just like the town's petering out, but there should be a couple of villas, you know, shit like that around. So I'm gonna do that now. Where kind of rich people live. They live close to where the entertainment's at. And this is Greek inspired, so they're not all doing like the Roman shit where they're all frowning on entertainment. Let's do this. Let's get a little bit closer to these buildings here, and I think we'll get closer to these buildings. Whoa, 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 nearly. With too close. Let's do this. guardhouse or something here. Maybe we'll get some stables or something here. Yeah, let's just keep that going that way. Alright. There we go. Okay, a little bit of ground detail. Okay. I kind of want to, you know, I feel like I don't want to have the hippodrome and the amphitheater kind of just like stuck off in the hills on their own. Now, you know, I kind of feel like I want to hold them in the cusp of the city. I kind of want, you know, there to be some buildings around it, even if it's just some market stalls and everything that might crop up around here. I don't want to sort of like throw it over there and feel like it's a bolt-on. I feel sometimes it's about balance, it's about visual balance. So I'm gonna add like a couple of structures around this so it feels part of what's going on. Right, that's kind of my logic here. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can get a better sense of our line weight. Now, if I'm going to draw a villa here, I've got to think about how people are getting in and out of the villa. Where's the main thoroughfare, right? And I'm thinking that it's probably going to be on like this sort of side here, which means it would probably need to get some kind of road coming in here. And I think, you know, I think we'll do the more traditional sort of maybe even a little bit of a Roman villa. Let's do that. Let's get a nice big place here. And we'll do it the type that has actually a couple of shops at the front. We'll get the main entryway right here. Now, so what am I doing? I've got a roof here. And here. This area here is actually going to be one of the actual open air courtyards. And we'll do little paths going around this. Into here. And underneath this, there would be the main sort of reception area, right? Now this here is a shop. This here is a shop. And we'll do another little family courtyard over here. Maybe with a little fountain in the centre. Pathways going around it. There we go. Let's do something like this. Alright. Now, not every building is going to get this level of detail on here. And this building in and of itself is actually going to really pop when it comes to colouring, because those little courtyards there will obviously not be red roof. I'm not 100% feeling it, but That's okay. Because when we zoom out, it's gonna look just fine. I'm only adding this level of detail to where there is no shop. Right, see, it's texture, right? This part is texture. You're going to see a spot of green colour where we've got courtyards with a dob of blue in the middle. You know, even zoomed in, that's all you're going to see. Alright. Let's... I think we should do our amphitheater. Okay, let's do our amphitheater. Is that about the right size? Yeah, maybe. Let's do it a little bit larger. Alright. So we'll do edit stroke. And we'll make this pretty heavy. I think 6 on the stroke is going to be pretty big. Yeah, let's do it. Select, modify, contract. 6 pixels? Not enough. Let's do 10. Alright. Yeah, let's do that. 6 on the inside. Alright. We're going to cut a chunk of this off. So, modify, contract. What I'm doing right now is getting our core sort of benches and everything in place. This is a good bit smaller. What's that look like? Let's do it more. Yeah, alright. Yeah, we can roll with that. Let's do 10s. Let's do 10s. 10? Now, normally what I would actually do here is I would record my steps to step in, stroke, step in, stroke, step in, stroke, and I'm tempted to do that. Yeah, I don't have my former actions actually memorized, and let's just roll with it. Maybe that'll be a good future thing to actually show you, is how I actually do the recorded movements, but let's do this. Now, one thing that you'll see that Photoshop is doing is it doesn't actually maintain the circle as you contract. It actually starts to have a pretty harsh angle on like the corners of the circle, and like it's like all of the Photoshops have done that. Let's keep going, but I'm not going to worry about that, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove those harsh joins. We're going to put little steps coming down on those points, so it'll look fine. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. We're going to come in a few more, yeah. Yeah, let's do a bit more. Maybe 3 more. Yeah, I'm thinking 3 more might be about right. Maybe see. Well, we'll stick with that actually, because maybe 3 more would be too much. Let's stick with this. Okay, so best way to go about this. I'm gonna keep the same sort of shape, okay? So basically what we're talking about doing here, you know, if I just bring the narrate layer back on for a moment, is we're talking about kind of maybe like, you know, cutting through here type of deal, right? Maybe we'll actually go a little harsher. You know, something more like that. Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't so harsh. Alright, let's try this then. Let's try this. Let's get rid of that. And... Alright. I'm gonna try something. That's one of the things, like, on Twitch. There's a level of experimentation. And I'm feeling a bit of an experimentation coming on. Yeah, you're not gonna let me, are you? You're not gonna let me do what I wanna do. Yeah, you're not gonna let me. I thought it was gonna be a right clever ass, you know? But that's not gonna work, so we're gonna do this a little bit differently. You know what, let's do it this way. This isn't going to be rocket science, and I don't know if it's going to work. But we're going to give it a go. We are going to give this a go. Well, I drew a pretty shitty freaking triangle, didn't I? I possibly drew the worst triangle in the history of mankind. So let's fix that. Alright. Let's bring that out that direction. Let's bring this out that direction. Come on, baby boy. Come on. Don't be hating on me. Come on. Holy shit. Alright, let's come up here. This is gonna look like, you know, what the frickin' hell is this girl doing, man? And I would normally say in response to that, shh, young Padawan. But I don't know if I'm feeling so freaking cocky on this one. Yeah, maybe. 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 Alright. So... Let's fingers crossed, right? Gonna change out my brush. We're gonna make this a little easier on ourselves. We're gonna make this a little easier on ourselves. Gonna do this. There we go. There we go. Let's redo that one. Okay. Now that's taking shape. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. We needed to do that because we're also going to do, bigger, bigger. Is that too big? Okay. So, okay, whatever. Let's see if we can get this to work. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's feeling long. Let's come back a couple. Let's get rid of that too. Because our center line is kind of here, isn't it? Alright. How's that? Look, I don't know, I'm like, what is this? What am I doing here? I don't know. You know what, let's actually use my mouse for a moment. Because I lose. Alright, one more in between each one. Let's see if we can pull this off and not look really ugly. I don't mind deleting one or two. Doesn't have to be perfect. There's going to be something in this that really, you know, chaps my ass. And I'm going to have to fix that before we move on. But let's hope that we're 90% anti-chap. I think we're kind of 90% anti-chap. But, you know, this is the 10% right here. That one. I think that looks okay. Alright, so we've got that. We're going to do some steps coming down. We need steps, and then we'll do the stage at the other end. That's what we're going to do. Let's do our steps. Yeah, let's do steps. So I'm going to do that. We're gonna check this. You see, yeah, you see. My angle of the dangle was wrong on that. So hold on. Oh, hold on a sec. Come back here. It's the only problem when you're leaning on your own monitor, and the monitor happens to be touch. You see, that's not gonna work. So let's just like come over to this, eraser tool, type. It's actually going to be this. Alright. Let's try it a little bit differently. And if we go that kind of opposite, it doesn't have to be perfect, Just gotta be not annoying, you know? I think that's not too bad. Something like this. Alright, zoomed out. That doesn't look too bad. No, it's bugging me. It's bugging me. We're not doing that. Let's try this again. I'm gonna let that fly. I'm gonna let that fly. That's not too bad. Okay, so we want pen pressure size. We want to get a nice small size on this one. We're doing some details. Let's make sure we're on brush though, right? That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Come on, baby. Come on. And the general sort of theme of what I'm looking for here. And we'll zoom out to see if this is looking okay. It's something like this. Now the fine details, we're just not gonna get them to show too much. But that's okay. Because we know they're there. And if you print this sucker at a larger size, they just start to pop through. That's what I'm all about. It's just adding that kind of ridiculous level of detail that you can't see at the regular print size, but it's there. Alright. This is close now. This is close. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's do this. And that's not gonna work. There we go. Alright. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Yes. So now we just got to get the stage on there, right? Zombie, welcome, Zombie. Didn't see you there, my friend. I accidentally minimized my chat. Professional. And yeah, and I hear you, Zombie. But it's fine. I mean, look, you know, the scale that we're drawing this at, it looks weird when you zoom way in, but this is close enough. This is close enough. How have you been, zombie? How is life treating you? Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Alright, let's do what the spirit of what the canon version has got going on. I've actually got an amphitheater that I've drawn on other maps, but I don't want to just lift and copy, you know. I think that's close enough. I think that's close enough. Zombie Dan says, still bummed my son is away at college. What, how long's he gotta go? I mean, how long are you looking at before he's back? Let's zoom in. This is gonna be a bit shiny on the old eyeballs, but yeah, something like this. There you go. Let's hit save on that bad boy. That is not looking too bad. It really isn't. And I think what we're gonna do is not that. We're definitely not doing that. We are going to like this. That looks okay. Just started 2 weeks ago. So a few years. Oh man, it's the beginning. I didn't know if you were at the beginning, the middle, the end. That's going to be a little bit like when the first time you took him to school, right? Like kindergarten. That's going to be hard, but now he's grown up, he's a man. He's not... Yeah, that's going to be hard. That's going to be tough. I'm sorry, my friend. What's he studying, zombie? What's he doing? There we go. Nice. Righteous. Yeah, you know what, zombie, you're right, man. You're right. Now, you're right. You drop him off, end of the day, you pick him back up. Now he's just gone. Where was he at? Where was he at anyway? What state is he doing? I feel like we're definitely going to do another, like, villa type thing on that side right there. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think maybe we'll do it now. And there'll be like some orchards and shit around this particular villa. Let's try this a little bit differently. Let's try this. The lines are a bit too thick. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of a like a side building here. And we'll do something similar in the corner. You know, servants' quarters, that type of shit. Brian's here! Hi, Brian! Agriculture and technology. That sounds like a good one. That's cool. I'm sorry you're missing him though, my friend. I am. How's it going, Brian? I think we're just going to do a long skee ball machine right at the back here. Alright. Now there's going to be some detail that we're going to put in here. I'm just getting the basics in. Alright. Now let's switch. Brian says doing okay. Got one of my famous guys in here missing his son. I got another one who's got some health problems going on right now. I feel for you guys, I really do. Brian, were you ever contacted by anyone, like, referred by me to you, mapping-wise? It was one of those, you know, someone put out a call on Facebook for mappers, and I basically said you. And they contacted me and they wanted your contact details, but I'm just wondering if it actually went anywhere. And I'm going to apologise, guys. You weren't here earlier on when I was explaining, but I'm actually sick. I got a little bit of con crud, I think. So I'm streaming like a trooper, but if I get like super tired or something, or if I feel my throat like beginning to like give way, I might have to call it a little bit earlier. But I'm determined to soldier on. You didn't receive anything. I'll do a follow-up on him, you know. I gave him your site and your email address. Now sometimes I would actually just do tiles like this, just little spot areas. And I think that works out pretty good. You don't have to do the whole roof. And it allows some of the more of the colour to actually come through, because you're not covered the whole darn thing with black, you know. Yeah, okay. That's gonna be, think of that like a farm, okay, it's an orchard house. A little bit like, you know, I know it's Greek, but like the French huguenots. We'll surround that with farms. Zoom out a little bit, see how we're looking here. Want to get a sense of the balance of this area here. Wonder if we should add a couple of other little buildings in that particular area. Brian says not Concord, the Dallas-Fort Worth area is just a bad place, and I can believe that too. I mean, when I say Concord, it's not just the con, right? It's all of the travel and shit that you do too. Yeah, and it's probably from the travel side of things. I feel like adding a building right here. It's okay. So I'm drinking hot toddies tonight. Yeah, let's add a building right here. Maybe a couple of individual little trees around here wouldn't be a bad thing. We'll make that like a pool or something, like a fountain. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. DMB crud is the worst. I've never heard of DMB crud, Brian. That looks pretty good, right? That looks okay. Then we'll cross over to the other side of the river. What do you think? I don't want to like get into drawing villas and stuff until we actually start drawing the actual farms and the orchards, because that will give a better sense for where they should be. But I think that's a good start right there. Let's come over the other side of the water. I don't normally draw the outside of my roads unless there's no building to help delineate the edge. Maybe we'll do the hippodrome tonight. Maybe we'll do that too. I'm not going to have a whole bunch of grass though and trees going up to the hippodrome. We're going to do buildings. I know what DMV is, Brian. No, I've just never heard of DMV crud. Mind you, I don't go to the DMV much. I mean, Christ, I freaking hate the DMV, man. It's like it was just invented just to suck your precious time away from you. I go there if I have to. Trying to keep a level of variation in my buildings here. There we go. There we go. Alright. You know what? Let's go away. Let's do a building here too. There we go. Something like this. Nice. Good. Good, 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 good. Looking good. Brian had to get a commercial driving license for his day job. What, the new job? Like at the airport? So you work at Dallas Fort Worth, right? Is that the airport you work at? Doing that a lot tonight. Must be leaning a little hard on my monitor. Oh, Love Field. Okay, that's the one that everyone says you should use if you have to do the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Anything to avoid Dallas-Fort Worth itself. Oh, let's not do that. I'm gonna head like towards this north area here, but we're gonna start thinning out these buildings. We'll probably just do another 2. And then we'll come back down here where we've actually got the town proper, and we're gonna cusp this hippodrome properly. Zombie says, I'll take anything that avoids friggin' Jersey. Yeah, I've had love recommended to me. And not just the type of love, but you know, Love Field. I have had that. Like people have said, go to Love Field, you know, drive from there. Like most people that do the cons, most people, I'm making fucking shit up. A lot of people I've spoken to that do the cons in that area do the Love Field route. And every airline that you just mentioned there, Brian, is an airline that I fly with. I'm not a huge fan of Dallas Fort Worth. I'm not. This last time wasn't horrible to us, if I'm going to be fair. But just in general, it's just not a fan. But I've been to Alexandria Airport over in Egypt, and that sucked ass. Anything compared to that is better. I think we are going to maybe call this. Do we do one here? Do we do one right there? Is that squeezing them in unnecessarily? See, part of what I've been saying all along is this bridge here implies that there's foot traffic either side, right? So I kind of want to have foot traffic, because there's another freaking bridge right here. So I'm thinking, I think we might put another building here, just to create that extra sense of traffic. You know, these snobby nobles here, kind of like they're doing this type of thing to get over here. Yeah, let's do that. Box office Jack Cairo. Thank you, Jack. I knew you were like going, she's misremembered. Cairo Airport was terrible. Yeah, it was North Texas Con that love was mentioned to me for the first time. Not only from the perspective of, hey, don't you love this con, but Love Field, of course. Alright, next to the river. Is that a river? That's next to the river. Let's do something fun on the river. Boom, chicka bow wow. Let's draw like this wonky ass fucking gazebo. What the hell fading is that? Let's draw a gazebo right there. Go, stop. All right. Nice. Okay. Gazebo on the water. I like creating little homes with my maps. Pretty bad. That's not gonna pass. There we go. Alright. Nice. Okay. Now we've got a little garden coming out here. That's good. Okay. Let's zoom out. Let's take a look at this. I think this is going to work, right, guys? I think this is going to work. Objective is to basically have all the ink work done by close of business Sunday, Monday at the outside. And then the week after that, we're going to be colouring. I like our little amphitheater there. I think that worked out okay. Because this building is opposite the hippodrome, let's just give it a level of importance by giving it a little bit of roof detail. Very good. So that basically means this block is going to be something I want to try and bust out tonight. Do we have time? We might have time for that. But we gotta do this bad boy. That's what we're gonna do next. Alright. What's the best way of doing this? What's the best way of doing this? Because that is not it. You know what I think we're going to try and do? You know what I think we're going to try and do? This is not my normal MO, but I think in the spirit of experimentations, yeah, in the spirit of experimentations. Now what I could do is a square and then select a circle addition to one end and select a circle addition to the other end. No, wait, no, I've just convinced myself to do this a different way. Hold on just a secchi mo. Alright, let's try this a little bit differently. Let's make that half. I have a plan, my lord. A cunning plan. Right, that's the halfway mark right there. Now, I'm gonna see if this works. I don't think it's gonna. I'm just gonna say that right now. This is done. I am not this good. I am not good enough to do what I'm trying to do right here. Yes, it's moving them both. You little shithouse. Now, I knew that wasn't going to work. I knew it. I knew it, but I was trying to do it anyway because I'm a stubborn bugger. I could have actually just done half, right? Could have just done half. But let's see. Let's see what we could do here. And if we have to redraw, we have to redraw. It's all good. It's all good. Actually, yes. That's actually a very good point. It's actually a really good point. Alright. Let's get rid of this. I don't want that. Oh my god. Come on. This is painful. Come on. Alright. Let's try this. Edit, stroke, 4. Alright. Looks like crap, I know. Stay with me here. Transform. Transform. I always get it wrong. And you know what? This fucking thing is pissing me off right now. Because it's drawing to this angle here. So you know what? Let's just... No, let's not do that. Let's get rid of that. You go over here. You go away. Let's just do a bit of an equalizer here. Let's just start on a level freaking playing field. Alright. Now let's try this again. If this doesn't work, we'll start from scratch. That looks like a tit. That literally looks like a tit. So my plan is to build this with pieces, and I'm doing a tremendously bad fucking job of it. You know what? You know what? I am. So, what do we do? What do we do? Punch Fade in the face. That's what we do. Let's start from scratch. Let's do this again. Bit larger than that, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't know why I didn't do it this way to begin with. I am a fucking idiot. I am an absolute idiot. Like, I made that so complex. I made that so complex. I don't even know how I made it that complex. And yet, here we are. No, I'm not doing pen tools, making paths and shit like that. I'm not doing it. I do use pen tools if I want to do curves. If I want to do curves and then do my text to follow the pen tool. That's typically when I will break out the curves. Honestly though, I don't tend to outside of that. But this is where Illustrator would freaking rock it. And this is why I start thinking about either using Illustrator more, or jumping between Illustrator and Photoshop, or finding a tool that does them both. Because I acknowledge, Brian, there's a lot of what I do that needs Illustrator. 100%, my friend. You are an expert in that tool, and I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Like even one I'm about to do right now. Photoshop does not do good at this. What were we doing before? 4? 4? Let's do 5. It's like, this is the type of shit I should be writing down, right? If I was a professional, I knew what I was doing. Alright, we want them lighter. Let's see what happens. This will work. Was that 5? That couldn't have been 5. God damn it. I'm messing with myself. Because I then stroked it on the inside. Ah. 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 Let's stop mucking about. We're going to do a few more of these. Brian, I don't think you were here for the last one, my friend. Look how you start to lose the curves doing it this way in Photoshop. It's like the math has always been wrong. It just doesn't know what to do. I think we need to do 2 more. Yeah, 1 more. And for anyone watching, I am very aware that you could do a recorded action and then just play it. Very aware of that. I use it all of the time. I just don't want to be setting up an action with you right now. I used to actually have a full suite of actions for this type of thing. Then I lost it somewhere along the line, updating my Photoshop. And I've just never quite got round to redoing them. One day, Brian, I will do you proud, my son. I will do you proud. Actually, that's what... No, that's good, that's good. I will get Illustrator or something. But until then, I live in hope that I will find a tool that's gonna do it for me. I'm too lazy to make actions that would make things easier and save time. So a couple of Photoshop iterations ago, I had actions for like creating domed ceilings and like creating stairs and shit, and I could just do play, and it would go, and it would do it beautifully, exactly what I want, and I could jump between them and create different types of patterns and shit like that. It was awesome. And then I don't know what it was, like Photoshop was being an absolute ass or crashed or something happened, and I lost all my actions, so I'm gonna have to do them again, and I've just never quite got around to that. And I will one day. Like, I don't use many of Photoshop's, like, advanced features, like that's an advanced feature. But that was definitely one of them. Alright. That'll work. This will be a fun thing to be able to actually have done by the end of this evening here. Brian says there's a lot of cool things in Illustrator that I don't use either. You know what I think that is, Brian? You and I use what we need to use for maps, and I think that's a completely different tool set, you know, than, let's say, a photographer or a traditional artist. Just creating little stairways. One of those little stupid details that I shouldn't be doing. Look at this crazy pattern right here. Photoshop, what are you doing? Damn. I think we can go harder. Boom. I think if we can get the hippodrome done tonight, that will be good. That will be good. Alright, so we've got almost like a presidential box or something up there. So let's do him. Let's do the presidential box. And yeah. Yeah, okay, we're gonna just draw this first, and then we're gonna position it. Alright, so we take that and we move him over here. Yep. And then we go back to you. Okie dokie smoky. Something like this. Looking super sexy. Alright. Now get this. Ramp that puppy up to 12. 12 is not bad, but let's try 10. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, 3. Four. Righteous. 1. Come on, baby. Come on. 2. Oh, that looks like shit balls. 2. Whoa, nearly. Come on, baby. Don't fucking about with this. Come on. Yep. That's it. Alright. So we've got the thing at the end that's going to be on the road. I'll do that when we actually position it on the road, maybe. Okay, we've got the centre. This is where we screw it up. This is where we screw it up. Club seating. That's right, Brian. Club seating. That is too thick. I'm actually a little bit surprised how Photoshop behaved on that one. Needs to come down this way, right? So I'll tell you what we're going to do with this. There's more than one way to skin a chicken, and that is not it. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to do this. Going to make it a little bit longer, I think. We're going to do something like this. We're going to stroke it on the inside. Going to contract that just a touch. And when we say a touch, that will work. We're going to stroke that little bad boy too, right there. And we're going to stroke it a touch more. But this time only 2, and probably actually dipping our toe into a grey. Something like that. Let's go back to black. Let's up our brush. Let's stick with that. Okay. And we'll do this. 2, 3, 4, and the centre building. Okay. Let's actually draw this on another layer, just in case I fucked it up. Alright, and you, sir, can just give this up right here. Back to you. We are going to do. Remember at night, was it Ben-Hur, right? Ben-Hur. When they go around the corner in the chariots. On the chariots. In, on, around, next to, near, contemplating the chariots. They have the little dolphins that they're pulling down. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to do a statue. Some kind of spear. Let's do that on the ends here. Alright. And then we're gonna yeah, that looks appropriate. That looks appropriate. Let's do another statue. Like philosophizing. Let's do one over here too. Yeah. Right on. Right on. And then we'll get like some nice little I don't want to say wear and tear, but you know, like the sand and the paths in the sand. We'll get all of that done during the colouring sort of phase. Alright, let's do our entrance. So let's come out pretty boldly. Let's come out pretty boldly. Come up here. Yeah, I think that's okay. We're gonna get rid of this. This is going to be okay. Alright. You know what we're going to do here? We are going to merge all of these bad boys together. And we are going to remove the corner. We're going to remove the corner. We're going to draw a statue here and here. Okay. So we will now take our little amphitheater that we've drawn. And let's drop that bad boy into position, shall we? Zoom in. Oops. Moving the wrong one. Back up to you. You know what? Let's just set it back off the road a little bit. Let's do that. Yeah, alright. Nice. And then what we do is we 6 pixels of brush, pressure sensitive, kind of mark out the edge of the road like so. Let's get rid of our background for a moment. There. Beginning to feel some happies. That works. That looks pretty good. Alright. Twin statues kind of flanking the entrance. Lovely jubbly. Alright. And back here, back here we are going to do a small temple. In like a little bit of a park type thing. There we go. Just fills that little bit of white space in with something, you know? Okay. Oops. Let's see if we can at least get our area here. Like marked out, you know? Yep. Yep. Okay, we'll roll with this. We'll roll with this. Let's put a little fountain right there. Jesus, woman. Draw a straight line. Come on. Alright. Almost joining up here. Okay. Alright. I kind of want to just get the outside edge of this marked out, because then tomorrow night we can fill this in. And it will look good for like progress shots, you know. And then opposite, we're not going to leave it as pure grass. We're going to have some buildings here too. We create one that looks a little bit small temple-ish. That's nice, that's good. Right. There's going to be a road coming up here. So we'll leave that like that. You see, so just as a complete aside, this here on the original map, that kind of bugs me. That's literally in the middle of a road right there. I think there's a time and a place for that. And maybe if you went full on straddling the road, then you're creating like a bridge effect, right? And that's cool. Bridges are cool. But like just drawing a building like that in the middle, there better be a damn good reason for it. Pet peeves with Elizabeth. Thanks, mate. Alright, so we've not got much to do to join this up here. And then let's do a sanity check on the size of our buildings, right? Because I can accidentally start drawing too small. I never draw too large, I always draw too small. So let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, they look okay, right? They look pretty consistent. That's okay. That's okay. That's looking pretty good. What I'm doing here is I'm setting up the next series of roads. Alright, okay. Good. Good. Okay, let's see where we're at. Let's do this. Let's merge these into one. Rename it to ink. Let's get rid of the original. Getting closer. Getting closer all of the time. Now, something that I just did there, I'm going to actually tell you about. Because what I'm actually doing is I'm drawing current in this river. So how does that work? Well, if there was, let's come up here to this bridge. If there was a center support on this bridge and our water was running this direction, then it would collide here and stream out from here. So I'm actually creating current in the water here. You see what I did here? You see this mess up here? That comes too far. I treated the river as a road. That was bad of me. Alright. There we go. All good. Okay. I think just that little bit of current and the water, just those edges, just adds a little bit of personality to our water, you know? Of course, we've got to come in and do a lot of colouring on this. We'll do a lot more texturing too. Let's do with that one. Yeah, that's good. Now I am not doing too much down here because I actually want to do an industry in that area, and that's going to affect our currents. Alright, okay. I think that is good for this evening. I think that's where we're going to leave it. Sit safe. So let's take a look at what's coming next. And that's a whole bunch of what's coming next, right? So let's get rid of this. Oh, I just deleted my map. So this is what we're going to do next. So we have to draw like a little halfling commune down here. We've got a temple and we've got the royal compound, or vice versa. I need to ask about that. So that we're going to actually, in fact, you know, 1 question mark, 2 question mark, 3 question mark, 4? Question mark. We've got questions, right? Those are areas that we've got to draw. And then, honestly, if you actually look at the amount of buildings, it's small. I mean, that's small. That's a doable amount very quickly. So we've got basically 2 main buildings and 1, 2, 3, 4 clusters of buildings. Then we've got to like do these, and we're probably going to come out up here and probably here. I can see here, maybe here. We're going to do some kind of industry here, something here, maybe up here. These are going to be orchards and villas. That's what we're going to try and get done in these next few days through to Sunday. That's what we're shooting for. Then we can slip this bad boy into some badass colouring. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yeah. So I'm going to be back Wednesday night, okay? That's tomorrow night. And Thursday night working on this one, okay? Tomorrow night is going to be 6:30 Pacific time, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, post gym. Unless I'm so sick I can't go to the gym, but I'll still be streaming. And then Thursday is 6 o'clock, 9 Eastern. Back on this one. I think in 2 days of streaming, we should be able to get both of the major compounds and the rest of the major buildings done. And then it's really the outlying buildings and the villas. Should be Sunday. And then we've got to draw the farms and everything. And maybe that's Sunday too. That's my target. Alright, so that's what I'm going to call it. That's where we're ending tonight's stream. This is what we're going to jump into tomorrow. I think that is beginning to look pretty darn good. I think it's taking shape. I think we're on the cusp of this thing rocking the world. Alright, until then, until tomorrow night, I don't care how sick I am, I'm going to be on stream, okay? You get to see me die right here. Snot dribbling all over my monitor. Until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you all. Peace out.